Hello, my name is Avik Paul and I am a PGT biology teacher of Digno Group Public School, Siliguri. The purpose of this channel is to impart knowledge of biology to students and to clarify their doubts. This is also to create a clear concept of biology in their mind. The channel will have videos for specific class group and I cordially welcome you to log in this channel. So let's begin with the split up of the syllabus.
So the syllabus of biology for class 11, it comprises of 5 units. The first one is the diversity in living world. Second, structural organization in animals and plants. Third, the cell structure and function. Fourth, plant physiology. And fifth, the human physiology. The marks breakup for all these chapters, units rather, will be the marks distribution for the unit of diversity in living world is 7. It carries 7 marks. Structural organization in plants, it carries 12 marks. Cell structure and its function, it carries 15 marks. And plant physiology and human physiology both carry 18 marks each. Now we can see from the name of the unit itself that the entire syllabus is actually creating a basic understanding for the students about biology. And what we can see here is that you need to study about the structure and function of cell, you need to study about the diversity in the living world and structural organization in animals and plants. Now all this thing deals with the entire building up of the knowledge and the concept of biology. The entire plant physiology and human physiology, it deals with how does a plant actually works and how does a human body actually works. The different processes that runs inside, the different physiological reactions, and it's about the entire concept building of the functionality and the working principle of plant and that of human. So let's break each and every of the unit. See, the name of the first unit, as you have already seen, is diversity of living organism, living world. So it first of all deals with the concept of living world, what it is made up of, what are the diverse type of organisms that are there, and depending on that comes the next chapter, which is biological classification. Now this 2 chapter, it mainly builds a concept of how to classify and segregate organisms and group them into a particular groups. It's also dealing with the nomenclature system, as you know, the process of naming organism, and also it deals with taxonomical categorization of organisms, every organisms. Next, it will be plant kingdom. So the plant kingdom, as you know, it's the entire different type of plants that are there. What are the different varieties and forms of them that can be found in the kingdom of plant is what is dealt here. Animal kingdom deals with the different classes of animal that belongs there, the different phylums. Inside each there are different classes, and they deal about the entire different type of animal that we see all around. Now this creates an idea that what our world actually has, what the diverse kind of organism in our world that are present. The next unit is about the organization of animals and plants. So first of all, we'll learn about the morphology of the flowering plants, its entire body form, the one that we can see from outside. The morphology of flowering plant, it deals with the entire morphology of the plants, what they look like, how they are formed, what are structures present there. The next is the anatomy, which deals with its tissue system. So we will learn how the internal tissue system helps in development and growth of the plant. The next one will be structural organization of animal, which majorly deals with the different tissue system that an animal is made up of. Along with it, there are 3 organisms which are explained anatomically in this chapter, but in the syllabus we are presently learning only one of those 3. We are learning only cockroach, and frog and earthworm, it is not studied nowadays. Next is the most basic thing of entire biology, which is the structure, the functional unit of life, which is cell, and biomolecules. Now, biomolecules are all the different molecules that the cell is, or you can say it is living organism is made up of, and this chapter deals with its different form. It's actually basically we can say it's a chapter of biochemistry. The cell, its different parts and its different function of each and every other part is what will be studied in this chapter. In this chapter of cell cycle and cell division, we'll study about what are the different processes that goes on while a cell actually divides. Now, this chapter is also very important because it creates a very good idea about division of cell. The next one is the unit 4, which deals with transport in plant. So it's majorly how the water and mineral it transports across the entire plant system is what will be studied here, along with all the different physiological processes that are helping in this process, in the process of transport. We'll study that. And mineral nutrition, which is majorly that what are the different types of minerals and what are their uses for the plant. Next is photosynthesis in higher plant. As by the name we can already suggest that it deals with the process of photosynthesis or formation of food in the higher plants, and how the entire process helps, or what are the different steps that actually occur in it. We'll study about that here, and followed by the next chapter, which is plant growth and development, where you'll study about each and every of the plant, the different hormones that are there which are responsible for the growth of development of the plant. Unit 5, it's majorly human physiology, and thus it directly explains or actually creates an idea of how different physiological processes are running in the human body and what are their functions. Starting with digestion and absorption, then breathing and exchange of gases, then body fluid and circulation, then excretory product or the process of excretion, and locomotion and movement, neural control and coordination, chemical control and integration. Now all these chapters are something that one has studied in class 10, but now the entirety of the concept will be a bit enhanced, bit more one has to study and in detail. The weightage of practical is 30 marks, for which there are 3 practicals to perform and a set of specimens are to be correctly identified. The 3 practicals that to be performed are all in Group A of the syllabus published by the CBSE. It comprises of 1 major experiment, 1 minor experiment and 1 slide preparation. The spot identification are all from the section B of the same syllabus. There is a project that will be given to individual's child, and the lab record book should be neatly prepared, for they along with the viva carry approximately 30% of the total weightage of practical. For in case of class 11, additionally their entire yearly performance and attentiveness is also taken into consideration for giving this 30% mark. So that is the distribution of syllabus in brief. Hope it was informative enough. Please stay tuned for the next video where the question pattern will be discussed. Thank you.